Chat, the moment that we've all been looking forward to has finally arrived. The final match of Season 10 of the Supporters Gaming League. It is the grand final of the Premier Cup, and your finalists are Frontera SD Chrome of San Diego FC and LaCinco12 of Austin FC. It has been an incredibly long journey. We have had an absolutely awesome season. It's a whole lot of ups and downs, a whole lot of upsets, a whole lot of game fives, a whole lot of absolute cinema. We have had it all this season, and what better time to have all these great moments than in Season 10. And chat, this matchup is one that I am most certainly looking forward to. It is a battle of two absolute behemoths. Frontera Chrome playing in their first season, finishing in second place in the Premier League, losing out on the final match of the season on Game 5 against Timbers Army. And then LaCinco12, who have been on the up and who are looking like contenders for next season to win it all. Chat, good to see all y'all in here. Skyline, thank you once again for the 100 bits. Much appreciated and much love for your support. Cyberburn, good to see you in chat. Aron and Silver Joker, good to see you both as well. Is the GOAT Devin playing? I would not be surprised if he does. He has been a regular for LaCinco12. Right, chat. About 1 minute. In about 1 minute's time, we will be going to the match, but for now, let us take a look at the journey both these teams had to go through to get into the grand final. And there you have it. As you can see right here, it was a long and arduous journey for the two finalists. Frontera Chrome going all the way through from the very top of the bracket. 4-1 against Sounders RC, 4-2 against KC Cauldron, and an insane 7-game thriller against El Matador to get to where they are now. Whereas for LaCinco12, they've had to start from the very bottom. After losing 4-1 to KC Cauldron, they have been absolutely unbeatable, with culminating in an insane lower semifinal match against Timbers Army, where they beat them at 7, including a dominant victory in Game 7 in Champions Field. And they convincingly swept aside El Matador in 6 games. And here we are, Frontera Chrome versus LaCinco12 in the grand final. Now, as you can see right here, chat, it is a double elimination format. So what that means is if LaCinco12 wins this first matchup, we will be playing a second matchup to determine who will win it all. Frontera Chrome, however, just need to win one match, and that will seal the deal for them. Another thing to mention about the format of this cup tournament, just as a reminder for most of you who've been here for a while, but for those of you who are coming in and only just learning about this, this is not a conventional 7-game 3v3 matchup. In the first game, it will be a 3v3, but then in the second game, the loser of game 1 will get the opportunity to pick their alternate game mode. They can pick 3v3 again should they want to do so. They can pick a 2v2 game mode, hoops, snow day, or rumble, as well as drop shot. Let's not forget about drop shot. Some other unconventional game modes like heat seeker, 4v4, 1v1, or gridiron are not in contention. I know I threw 1v1 in there like that. No, 1v1 is not unconventional. That's not the case at all. We actually had 1v1 going last season for the cup tournaments, but there was just an overall lack of interest, and the community was not really enjoying it, so we decided to take it away for now. If there is more interest in that game mode, we will certainly bring it back, but for now, we'll keep it as it is. Cyberbird saying, I think LaCinco12 got this. You know, it's a good time to go into predictions, because the prediction we have live is going to close very soon. The prediction being, will we get a bracket reset? So this is not about who will win the cup. This is, will LaCinco12 win the first match and get a bracket reset? I think so. I think it will happen, but it's not going to be easy for them. So we shall see. Shaybob saying, no respect for Gridiron. No, there is respect, but the problem is it's a 4v4 game mode, and we don't have the capability to play 4v4 because we had one team that didn't have a full roster of 4 players. Aron in chat saying, every goal Devin scores, I'll do 10 push-ups. And then Caesar saying, I'll do 20. Caesar, you sure about that? Sure you want to do that? And same for you, Aron. You sure you want to do that? Because Devin's been getting quite a few goals in the past few weeks. All right, chat. Both teams are in. We are ready to go for this cup final. Let's get started. We are going to kick off very soon. Both teams are now entering the lobby. And we are about to kick off. Here we go. The Premier Cup Grand Final between Frontera Chrome and LaCinco12. Conventional lineup right here for Frontera. Choosing to go with Shaybomb, Chelsea Man, aka Larson, and Meki Ducky, the trio that took the final match against Timber's Army to 5, facing off against the OG trio. And the OG trio of Runsau, Devin, and Pauser, very lucky to have seen that get off target. That was the opportunity for Frontera to get the first, and now LaCinco12 get their chance, but Devin doesn't get enough power. Good save by Larson. Still 0-0. We could have had a goal either side already. And we'll see if Frontera chooses to take a more defensive reserve stance. They did that against Timber's Army. Did fairly well, but they still lost in 5 at the end of the day. Or maybe we'll see the return of their more aggressive play style, which they have had much success with in recent weeks. And there you see the fruits of their labor. The ball comes up on the right flank. Meki Ducky challenging both Runsau and Devin for that. A loose ball in the middle for Larson, and he puts it into the middle of the open net. 1-0, and what a start for Frontera Chrome. Now you guys might be wondering, where is Kaser? Why is he not starting this? Well, Kaser is not around at this time. If any of the LaCinco12 players want to talk about why he's not available, they can choose to do so, should they be listening into the stream at any point, but he's just not around. Not available at the moment. So for Frontera Chrome, this seems like a really good opportunity for them, but don't discount this LaCinco12 side. It was this trio that won in 6 against Frontera Chrome. I didn't say 6, I meant in 4 against Frontera Chrome in the league campaign. So they are certainly able to beat them. The question is, can they make it count right here in this game 1? It is going to be a very long cup final for them. LaCinco12 need to win 2 matches in a row, and they can have the chance to get back into this. Palace with a near post shot. Good save by Larson. We haven't seen LaCinco12 get too many opportunities, but Frontera Chrome make the most of the few opportunities that they get. Runs out to the middle, no one in the midfield to get that ball. Runs out desperately bringing his Fennec towards the ball to get the 50. Meki Ducky gets an easy tap in from the center circle. 2-0, and wow, what a game 1 this is looking like for Frontera Chrome, who want to make sure that they get this done within the first match. Bit of a ballsy play by Runsau, but I see why he did that. Frontera had someone lurking in the far corner, so Runsau had to make that clearance precise enough to get the ball away from the opposition. But right now it's Frontera showing more precision in their overall game. Their passing looking better, their positioning way more proactive. But LaCinco12 cannot be discounted. Never say never to that. They have the capability of coming back. Frontera, though, are looking for a third. Ball loose at the right corner. Ducky looking for a shot. Palace at the right place to make that save. But Frontera have the control. Whips like that are not going to help for LaCinco12. Meki Ducky bringing it forward. Trying to create something. Looking for the bump. Larson lurking at the corner. Just touches it down towards Runsau. And Devin finally gets it out. We've seen Devin come up with big goals in recent weeks. Can he do so again for his team? Can Palace bring his team back into contention in this game one? Can Runsau get an inspirational goal out of nothing? These players have it all to do as we start to enter the final 90 seconds. Palace backing it up and doing a backflip shot. Good save though. Frontera had 2 on the line to save that. And now Frontera looking to bunker themselves in. Looking to play on the counter. Meki Ducky with a big clearance towards a goal. A whip from Devin, but a shot off target. Nobody to help Devin out, who was stranded once the car was in that awkward spot. Larson coming in, getting the 3rd for Frontera Chrome. And that is very likely to be game 1 set for the San Diego boys. Fatality, good to see you in chat. FSD is just too good. Yeah, they absolutely are right now. They have definitely come out firing in this game 1. Pretty disheartened with the loss that they had against Timbers Army in the league. They want to make sure they get something out of the season after doing so well in both the league and the cup. Same goes for LaCinco12, by the way. I mean, they have been looking like one of the stronger sides in the Premier Division this season. And of course, they have made it this far themselves, and they do not want to give up their chances that easily. They will go down fighting. Devin to Runsau, who gets a dunk on Ducky. The Octane and Dominus flying about in chaos, and Runsau gets one back. 24 seconds remaining. Is this the start of a comeback for LaCinco12? It might be, you know, because Palace gets the ball off of the midfield and fires it into the back of the net. 64 miles per hour, 102 kilometers per hour, courtesy of Alan's BangersOnly.com radar gun. Just like that, Frontera Chrome are now in a nervous spot. They are looking over their shoulders as LaCinco12 are catching up to them. 1 goal deficit. We are now going to enter the final 10 seconds. Can Frontera Chrome get a 4th to seal the deal? Or will LaCinco12 keep this ball up and keep the equalizer in contention? Someone needs to get there with a little bit of boost. Palace tried. He couldn't get the touch. Shaybom gets it off with a sidewall. Game 1 over. An incredibly nervy end for Frontera, but they have seen off LaCinco12, and now it is LaCinco12's choice to make for the game 2 game mode. Whew, what a game 1 that was. I didn't expect it to be this much of a thriller towards the end, but LaCinco12 are reminding us here of what they are capable of, even if they don't have Kaser. When with the extra game modes, things can change for both of these sides. It all depends on what LaCinco12 picks here. And chat, just so you know, game 2 is going to kick off a little bit later. Frontera Chrome has demanded that we reset the lobby. I think they were just dealing with some connection quality issues, so they just want to make sure that we get this restarted. Chat, how's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday night? Hopefully you're all having a good day so far. And both sets of players are now in. We are about to kick off game 2 very soon. And as you see on your screen, chat, Matfield is suddenly covered in snow, and there's a hockey puck. Here we go. LaCinco12 pick Snow Day. Will this be their way in to this cup match? Once again, LaCinco12 looking to take the initiative right here. They want to get this early goal to put Frontera Chrome on the back foot. That was the chance for Palace with a precise shot into the far top corner. But what a save from Larson to keep it out. And speaking of Larson, he gets the demo. He's looking for the goal. And Larson uses Palace as a cue ball and caroms him onto the puck. And that puck ends up into the back of the net. Larson gets credited for that goal. 1-0. What a start in this game, too. Remember, this is not their game mode. LaCinco12 looking to get back into this not too long after kickoff. What a response from the Austin boys. Palace keeping it close and then redirecting it back to Runsau, who slaps it into the back of the net. One apiece with less than a minute played. All even now. Game on. Interesting kickoff strategy right there. Ducky and Larson trying to fake a double commit kickoff. And they make LaCinco12 bite, but LaCinco12 get the advantageous kickoff. Palace with a shot. Devin trying to pinch it through. What a save. Runsau looking to get a touch, but he throws Palace off. The net is open, and Shaybomb punishes LaCinco12. Palace had that, but Runsau didn't know. And Runsau's touch sets up Shaybomb for an easy goal from his own half. 2-1 to Frontera Chrome. Another pinch right there, looking to take the puck into the middle. Good 50 by Palace. Taking over now. Devin just diving in. And Palace keeps his composure, gets the 50 off, keeps the puck in front of the blue goal mouth. They're winning the territory right now. Can they seal it with a goal? The puck was teetering on the blue goal line. Runsau couldn't tap it in. All that good work, but they just cannot get the end product. Another chance. Palace off target. Oh man. These guys are trying their best to get that puck in, and somehow Frontera Chrome are keeping it out, and somehow they might get a third. And they do! Mecky Ducky sealing the deal. They held on tight. They defended with all their might. And they get the goal that they deserve off of that sequence. 3-1, 3 minutes left. Frontera Chrome are in the driver's seat. That is textbook Frontera Chrome for you. When they need to defend, they defend valiantly, and they defend with so much composure and discipline. They don't just look to dive in all at once. They trust their teammates in their defensive sequences. But now they get some luck against them. What a redirect, even if it was unintended. Runsau off of Shaybomb, and that results in a 120 mile per hour, 192 kilometer per hour shot, courtesy of Alan's only banger stock, Alan's bangersonly.com radar gun, excuse me, which is flashing red hot right now, so excuse me for twisting my words. This radar gun's going wild at the moment. Pinch city galore right now from LaCinco12, and they're looking to draw another pinch. The puck goes back into the middle. Shaybomb misses. Mecky Ducky gets it, but now they're all out, and that was a crucial 50 for Frontera. looking to come up and take over the midfield, but it's all Runsound now. Great 50 from Larson to keep it out and take it away from the goal, and a huge clearance that goes in their favor. 3-2 to Frontera Chrome, less than 2 minutes remaining. There's still a lot of time for LaCinco12 to come back, unlike in game 1, and they're looking to do so again. Big 50, the puck is floating, Runsound looking for a tap, David with a shot, Larson backflips for the save, and he gets it out again off the backboard. And finally plays it out to Ducky! That was all Larson, but Ducky still had to do it all with the finish. Great first touch, using his dominance like a paddle to hit that puck to the top of the goal. The 2-goal lead has been restored, 4-2 with less than 90 seconds remaining. Frontera Chrome have come out hot. They are hungry for this cup success. LaCinco12 are still keeping themselves in this though, but now Frontera Chrome are upping the ante. The aggression is coming out. The bumps and demo, the chaos is coming out as well. It's all unfolding, and it's all unraveling for LaCinco12. 50 seconds remaining. Stuck at the back for now, trying to push back up. But the 50s are going in the favor of Frontera Chrome. This is it for Runsound. He needs to get it through. Larson with the first. Pals towards Runsound. Runsound looking for boost instead. Nice win by Pals right there off the corner, but he cannot get the pitch. He leaves it for Devin. And Mecky Ducky brings it out once again. The pitch goes all the way to the other end. LaCinco12 have to play a bit of catch-up right now. Not just with the puck, but with the goal margin. As we enter the final 10 seconds, LaCinco12 need a goal right now. This is their opportunity, but no one can get a clean touch. And Mecky Ducky brings it in. Larson seals the deal. 3-goal lead with 3 seconds remaining. Frontera Chrome get the break they were looking for. They have won game 2. LaCinco12 are in a bit of a tough spot right now. Might they call a timeout right here? If I were them, I would. Because they did not want to start 2 games down in a matchup that they need to win twice. Both games have been relatively close so far, but Frontera Chrome have made the difference at the end of the day. They have been the more clinical side right here. Just cleaner execution from them compared to LaCinco12, but it's all fine margins at the end of the day. Got to give props to Frontera for their incredible defending, though. I mean, the saves they made were absolutely insane. 5 saves from them. They probably should have had more counting for them, but the game sometimes doesn't make every touch near the goal count as a save. Five saves to 0, that's the difference. Yeah, sometimes the numbers do tell a huge chunk of the story, and that's definitely happening right here. But now we are going to go back into regular 3v3 action. We have not had any subs in the first 2 games. We're probably not going to get a sub in the 3rd game either. Can LaCinco12 get the first game in here? Here we go. It has to be now or never for the Austin boys. Frontera have just been on top of their game so far. But LaCinco12 still have the capability of coming back. Runsound looking to center it. No one there. Larson with a huge clearance out to the other end. And unlike the previous encounter where LaCinco12 beat Frontera Chrome, LaCinco12 haven't been able to get the booming clearances to their advantage. As you can see right here, Larson gets back relatively quickly, and the team is set up to come forward yet again. Devin, with a close touch, gets met by Meki Ducky at the wall. Palace getting it out. Devin has to get there first. Just as the team looks like they can advance. They needed Runsow to help get them out. Runsow with a long shot attempt, even if he didn't necessarily mean that. Gives his team a chance to get forward. What a pass from Devin! Palace, though, could not get it on target. He had the power, but not the precision. Still a lot of time for LaCinco12, but they have created a bunch of these good chances already. Just got to get them finished. Devin with a clutch save right there. Larson coming in for the dunk. Devin touching it off of the crossbar and getting it out. Great awareness shown by Devin to keep it at 0-0. And now it's LaCinco12 doing the defending, but Runsow helps them get out. Larson looking for the flip reset, doesn't get it! Shea Bomb and Larson combine for a huge clearance. Devin needs to get it forward, and he does, towards Runsow. Looking for a pass to Palace. Devin diving it as well! Oh my goodness! Could that little moment have derailed the attack for LaCinco12? If Devin hadn't dived, he might have had enough boost and the positioning to follow up that shot from Palace. But right now, they got to shake it off. They got to move on to this next attacking sequence because Runsow's creating yet again towards the middle, but too close to Larson, who clears it out. Devin with a good first touch, beaten by Larson, and somehow the ball sneaks in. It's Larson yet again with the first goal in the game. A 50 off of Devin. Runsow overshoots the ball. You don't see that all the time. Oh my goodness. You hate to see that, chat. But for Frontera Chrome and the San Diego boys in chat, they must be elated by this. Once again, they take the lead in the game. A lot of chaos unfolding. Meki Ducky making LaCinco12 pay. Whiff from Runsow. Palace gets beaten by Ducky. Ducky with the handbrake for that quick turn and the placement into the open net. The Duck drops in front of the goal. 2-0 to Frontera, and LaCinco12 are looking to be in big trouble here once again. Rydog wants Runsow to start demoing more. I don't know if demos will necessarily help. This Frontera Chrome team has been on top of their game. Just like their matchup where they convincingly beat LaCinco12 when Kesar made his league debut. Frontera Chrome have been near flawless here. Oh, could they be getting a third? Devin with an awkward touch with ball loose in the middle. Palace is not anywhere near. Has no boost to recover. Meki Ducky gets his second. Frontera Chrome get their third. Meki Ducky blasting it in with a 68 mile per hour, 108 kilometer per hour shot, courtesy of AlexBangersOnly.com radar gun. 3-0, just like in game one to Frontera Chrome. And they are they're trying to get one step closer to winning their first ever title in SGL. When it rains, chat, it pours. LaCinco12 just not able to take control. Larson getting it off of the sidewall, passing it to perfection for Meki Ducky. This time a 69 mile per hour, 111 kilometer per hour. Nice shot, courtesy of AlexBangersOnly.com radar gun. 4-0. Might this be game 3 in the bag for Frontera Chrome? Nelly asking, where's Kesar at? Honestly, I don't know. He's just not online at the moment. And if, in all honesty, you know, you might be best off just asking LaCinco12 if they know anything about this. But it does look like they're missing Kesar right now. His presence could have helped because Frontera Chrome have been playing to near perfection. LaCinco12 just not hot at the right time, just a bit cold at the moment, bit off their game. They've had a bunch of good moments, but against this Frontera Chrome team, you have to take your chances when you get them. Red not getting a clean touch, but gets the demo, the ball loose in the middle, still loose. Someone needs to get there. Pallets looking for the boost instead. Devin coming in, he has the boost, but he plays it loose. Back to Rudsau. 4-0, 30 seconds remaining. The time is now for a comeback in game 3. But Frontera Chrome looks so comfortable in their defending. Even as a shot comes off of the post and crossbar, off the corner of that frame. Even as Rudsau looks for a dunk. With 11 seconds remaining, Rudsau provides an insane highlight reel play. But might it be too little too late for LaCinco12? 4-1, 11 seconds remaining. This game 3 might be in the bag for Frontera, and they might be looking to get a sweep to win the cup. And Shaybob makes sure to seal the deal right here, prevent even 1% of a chance of a comeback from occurring. That's game set in game 3. And LaCinco12 now need to think about their next game mode to keep themselves in contention for the Premier Cup.
The fans will be disappointed.
All right, game 4, Frontera Chrome 1 game away from the Premier Cup, their first ever title. After what has been a great season for them so far, this will round off what will be an incredible season for them. LaCinco12 though, oh man. I'm sure they were not wanting this. They were not even expecting this. Just a rough cup match for them so far, but they still have some time to turn it around. But what matters is their game mode selection for game 4. They have to get back into, they have to get going again. All right, here we go. Game 4 of Back to Paris. And it's a 2v2 matchup. Frontera Chrome and LaCinco12 battling it out in a 2v2 affair. LaCinco12 looking to lay it all on the line now. Looking to take just one game off of Frontera Chrome, and then hope that the next set of games can work out for them. Chelsea Man, aka Larson, and Mecky Ducky versus Rudsau and Palace, the two strongest duos for each side. We'll see if LaCinco12 can get themselves going right here. Rudsau towards the goal, but Ducky plays it out to the other flank. Now Palace has control, tries to get a flick forward so he can keep following up with the air dribble, but he can't get that, chooses to get the 50 down, and he does so. Ball loose in the middle. Big 50 right there from Rudsau. Palace just couldn't get a clean enough first touch. Rudsau clearing it out to get some boost. Ducky clearing it away as well. Palace touching it back, used all his boost to get a touch on the ball. And now it's a bit of a ping pong affair as the ball just keeps going back and forth. Neither side really slowing it down and trying to keep close control. Palace looking for a 50, trying to keep the pace up right here. Ducky misses, Larson's getting drawn out, and he gets a big 50 on Rudsau, and another 50 on Palace, but Palace has a shot. Rudsau tries to fake Ducky, but Ducky doesn't bite. He keeps his composure. Rudsau towards the middle, and Palace dunks it in at the very end, making sure the LaCinco12 take the lead for the first time in this match. Nelly, I know why you say that, why you think them picking twos is a ballsy choice, but for them, this is probably their strongest game mode, and they're definitely showing it right here. Great neutral 50 kickoff by Runsao. Palace diving in. Great pair of touches right there, and he has 2 goals, both for himself and for his team. Might this be the momentum shift that LaCinco12 were looking for? Shave off. Ducky and Chelsea man have been carrying tonight too, so I thought it was good for us as well. And you're absolutely right. Mecky Ducky taking advantage of a bit of a mishap from Runsao. Open that tap in right there. Easy as you like. 2-1 to LaCinco12. Now 2v2s can have a lot of goals in them, so I'm sure neither side's too worried about the number of goals that have already been scored, but it's all about the side that can keep the ball closest to them. But so far, that has been LaCinco12. Nice setup by Palace for Runsao, but Larson with another insane 50 brings his team forward just with that. Ducky looking for a bump, gets nothing. Runsao bumps his teammate, but does Runsao have the boost to follow this up? He does, towards the far post. Palace looking for a bump. He had 0 boost, couldn't get to Mecky Ducky in time. Now trying to draw out a 50, looks for a pitch instead. Larson dives in towards the corner. Bit of an awkward moment. That sets up Ducky! And Mecky Ducky gets the equalizer and sets up a symmetric scoreboard. 2-2, 2 minutes 32 seconds remaining. A mishap yet again from LaCinco12, and Frontera Chrome are back in this game 4. Oh, this is the perfect kickoff for Frontera. Ducky choosing to go for a low 50. Runsao sees it, deals with it, but now it's a 1v1 between Larson and Palace. Larson, though, plays it loose. Palace gets the second. Ducky has to get back. He does, gets a 50, but that sets up Runsao for a shot, and Ducky dives in from the near corner to get a big save and keep LaCinco12 away from the lead and keep Frontera Chrome in contention in game 4. Oh my god, what a touch from Larson, who jumped all the way up with his octane and reaches high up to tap the ball in to the back of the net with a bit of an assist from the post. Huge goal for Frontera. 3-2, less than 2 minutes remaining. They're one step closer to winning the Premier Cup, but it's still a long way to go. LaCinco12 can still come back. Devin coming in chat, talking about the situation LaCinco12 are dealing with at the moment. One sec. Kaiser's Ethernet stopped working literally 15 minutes before the series. So there you go. Yeah, Kaiser's internet's gone, so he can't play basically. And then Devin continues, and I'm sick of shit right now, so it's just rough. Unfortunate circumstances for LaCinco12, and it just keeps getting worse for them in this game 4. Mecky Ducky catches the ball to perfection. Larson gets the demo on Palace, the last man back. 2-goal deficit for LaCinco12 to make up now with 1 minute 24 seconds remaining. It is now or never. This has to be it for them. Frontera Chrome looking for a dominant end to the season. LaCinco12 looking to keep it going. They need a goal at this moment to enter the final minute and put Frontera under immense pressure. But for now, Frontera Chrome doing well defensively. Awkward ball right now for both Ducky and Larson. But Larson with insane couple of touches, and he has a net at his mercy. But Runsao gets back, gets the save with 0 boost, and now it's a 1v1 between Runsao and Ducky. Low 50, Palace takes over, but Larson bumps him out of the way and takes control. And now Frontera Chrome are looking to waste as much time as possible. Silver Joker chat saying this team is hungry for a cup after the league loss. Oh, clearly. I mean, these guys have looked the best they have throughout this season. And, you know, they would be worthy winners for sure. But LaCinco12, never say never to them. They can still come back. A chance right there. Open net. Dallas gets his hat trick. 9 seconds remaining. 1 goal deficit for them to make up. It can happen in twos. It has happened in twos. Can we see LaCinco12 get themselves back into this? Hopefully for them, this goal is going to be like a defibrillator, getting them back to life. But with 9 seconds remaining, time is not on their side. And that kickoff is certainly not on their side. Somehow the ball goes off target. 4 seconds, not much boost. Powell's popping it up. Runs out, looking to get the 50 loose. But the touchdown from Becky Ducky means it's game, set, and match. Frontera Chrome sweep LaCinco12 and are your Season 10 Premier Cup champions. Damn. That's all I have to say, chat. Damn. Why? Because just like last season, in a matchup that a lot of people thought would be quite close, the cup final ends in a sweep. Last season, Timbers Army swept El Matador in 4. This time, it's Frontera Chrome who sweep LaCinco12 in 4. And I'm not gonna lie, let's give credit to Frontera Chrome for the success they've had this season. They have played incredibly well right here. Near flawless performance from all of the players. LaCinco12, though, their circumstances were not on their side. Kaser with internet issues preventing him from getting involved. Devin playing sick, and I know how that feels. Playing Rocket League while you're sick is not easy because you need your full attention, you need your full focus, you know, and when you're sick, it just takes away a lot from your game. Just unfortunate for them that the cup final came at a bad time, but at the end of the day, GG's to Frontera. They definitely deserve their success right here. They looked incredible tonight, as well as all season. I'm excited for the 5-1-2 team next season, though. Certainly a contender. Yeah, absolutely, Nelly. I mean, they have shown their potential already. Not be surprised if they look really good next season. But for this season, man, Frontera Chrome have come in and won their first title in their first season. I agree, Silver Joker. It was a hard-fought matchup, even if it ended in a sweep. It was not an easy sweep for them at all. There you go. The prediction is done in the chat. No was the overwhelming favorite, so for those of you who bet on yes, you didn't really lose out on too many points. All right, I need to set a couple of things up, but first and foremost, chat, Season 10 is in the books. GG's to everyone. What an awesome season we've had up to this point. First time winners. Absolute cinema from both divisions. And yes, Debit, that's right. The championship final outdid the Premier Cup final. A whole lot more back and forth in that matchup for sure. But yeah, we have had it all this season, chat. And I'm glad you guys were all here to get involved and enjoy the show. And also enjoy your games as players. All right, chat. We do have a couple of interviews lined up for you tonight. We will get started very, very soon. It's going to be a bit unconventional because we are going to be kicking it off with the losing team first. So let us welcome on in Palace from LaCinco12. Palace, you guys were coming in super excited for this cup final. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way you wanted to see it. I think we were all kind of surprised to see, Frontera Chrome win this in a sweep. But, I mean, that scoreline doesn't reflect how this match went, right?
Right. I mean, that was the team that wanted it. Obviously we want it, but they clearly wanted it more. I mean, shout out to Chelsea, man. Ducky. It's always like they say defense wins championships, and I mean that's the prime example of it right there. 8-9 saves every single game, and just making some of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Like the snow day one, that was really just an omen for the rest of the series. The save off the line in snow day when there's nobody in between, and I don't know how Mecky Ducky teleports across the field the way he does to get these kinds of saves. But I think from that point on, you just kind of knew that it wasn't going to be our night. Like, I would never admit that in my head. I'm always thinking, go next, let's get the next one, every single play. But when that happened, that was the first time I was like audibly shocked. And so that was just kind of the way it is. I know that they watched our film from previous weeks and know that we don't like demos because they haven't played us like that before. And so I know they've been taking some notes. So props to y'all for that. But yeah, we just couldn't handle it.
I mean, part of the reason was, you guys weren't coming in with the best of circumstances on your side. I mean, Kaser had internet issues, according to Devin, and Devin himself was struggling with an illness. I mean, that definitely plays a part in your ability to be at your best, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Because I know Devin was saying that sometimes it has been difficult for him to, like, play the game. Like, sometimes he's got to stand up and, like, go to the restroom and stuff like that because, like, the game is making him dizzy. And so, like, it is tough when that happens, but we're always willing to play, and we always believe we can win no matter what lineup we put out. I mean, I look at the first time that we played this season. I mean, it was us three versus that exact lineup, and so there was no reason to believe that like it wasn't going to go well, or anything like that because of whatever circumstances. Because we all believe in each other. It's just that was just a wrecking ball that wanted redemption after last week. And so it's kind of like what I was against Timber's Army, where I was so like fixated. I wanted nothing but to beat Timber's Army. And so I played like probably the best game of Rocket League I've ever played in my life, because I was locked in, I was mentally ready, and that is what that team was today. They were mentally there, and they were just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, absolutely, they were. Now let's focus in on how your season has gone as a whole. I mean, you guys brought in Runsao, and he transformed your team and took you guys to the next level. You or Devin's games went to the next level as well. I think you brought Kaser in. I mean, you guys still had a lot of good to look back on this season, no?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Nobody expected us to be here because y'all fucking haters. No, legit, I don't think anybody expected us to be here at the start of the season. And so the fact that we are here, I mean, it's a testament to this team. I'm proud of every single person, especially Hophead as well, because when he got in here, when he got his moments, he took them. And so huge shouts to him as well. But yeah, I mean, it's like you said, we just kept leveling up throughout the season, and we're going to keep leveling up for next season. So now y'all know what we're about. we're going to come back better and a little bit more impervious to the demo. So yeah, I'm very overall, I can look back and like, am I disappointed with the final? Yeah, of course, everybody wants to win, but I can look back and just say that this has been, the best SGL season for me in a long time. First final since God knows how long.
Season 2.
And yeah, and so the fact that we're back here and we are, we're going to stick it out and just come back stronger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is, you guys, it's not like you guys were second best. We talked about this a while back. You guys were on, you guys were giving your all. And, in game 2, I mean, Frontera was just pulling out insane save after insane save after insane save. What were some of the things you guys were talking about? What were some of the thoughts in your head as you noticed those sequences unfold in front of you?
The first thought was, what the fuck? Yeah, when some of those saves came out, there was really nothing else I could say other than what the fuck and just kind of get back in position. It was just keep going, like just next play. That's really what it was. Just keep doing what you're doing, because it wasn't necessarily like in that game specifically. It wasn't necessarily that we were playing bad. It's just that it wasn't as good as we thought it should be, but also B, when you have a lot of moments like that, it's just a little bit of what can you do other than keep going, because something is going to go in eventually, and just keep that pressure on. That's what it was in game 1 as well. And I think in a couple of those games, we just got it going a little bit too late. Like game 1, I think, because again, there was another insane save early on in the game that would have put us up 1-0. And then we ended up losing by 1, but with 2 last-minute goals. And so, yeah, it was just keep that pressure on, but also be wary, because what Mecky Ducky can do from the back. That he's good. Pause. That he's good from those like long range clearance situations. So it's just being vigilant, but at the same time, you just got to keep doing what you're doing, because especially a lot of times it was a demo that got the rotation out of place. It was a boost steal. It was something else. In game 1, we kind of figured out that we were going a little bit too far back. And so when we started to move up a bit more, that was when we started getting those goals. And so, yeah, you have to take your opportunities against this team. And I mean, I missed a couple open nets in game 3. It just wasn't like we just didn't take our opportunities. So
all good. So now, let's start to look forward. I mean, season 10's in the bags. We're definitely gonna have a season of it. It's not like this is the last season of SGL, So what do you guys have in store for us for future seasons? Are you looking to bring more players in? Are you gonna look to stick with the same squad? What do you guys have in store for the future?
That's a great question.
All right. Well, that about does it, chat. So, Alice, the floor is yours. Go ahead, say whatever you want to say.
First off, I just want to say respect to FSD Chrome. I mean, what else can I say other than y'all earned that shit? So congratulations. I hope y'all are having a little bit better weather than we are right now, so you can go drink into the night. I want to say a big shout out to my team, everybody here, all the Austin family, including Los Verdes as well. Trig, who's been with us since the start. Shout out to him for taking on the responsibility of another team. I know that wasn't easy, but much love and much respect to you. Shout out to my friend Chris and the other. I don't know who else is in here. I know that I think Kirsten was thinking about watching. Tori was thinking about watching. Steve, Carter, Claude, all of y'all, Mouse. If anybody else is in here, shout out to all of y'all. Much love. Thank you for coming in to watch. Sorry I couldn't get it done for y'all, but I appreciate y'all coming in. And shout out to the league. I mean, this has been a very fun season. Even though, again, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but it's still been very fun. Shout out to all the other teams that we've played against. Shout out to admin team, commentary. Shout out to was it Doughboy, I think, for making the overlays and stuff like that. Everything that we've used for the stream. Shout out to I know Toad Death stats are always very fun to keep up with, so shout out to him for that. Shout out to the podcast team, obviously Rydog. I mentioned all the commentary team. There's a bit too many of us to name, but that like main core, y'all know who y'all are. And so yeah, also the referees, mainly just because I want to shout out myself because I'm a referee. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever season 11 throws at us, and we'll be ready for it.
And yeah, that'd be right to shout out the referees because they still played a big part in the season on multiple occasions. So definitely, credit to you all for stepping up and helping out with running and organizing these matches. But pals, GG's. An unfortunate loss in the final, but you guys will be back. We know that for sure. We're looking forward to see what you guys have. Take care. Have a good night. We'll catch you all next time.
Thank you. We will be back, so watch out for us.
There you have it, chat. Palace going first, so you know what that means. We do have a second interview lined up from Frontera Chrome. Welcome on in, Mecky Ducky, the champion. Whoops, I forgot to update that. Welcome on in, Mecky Ducky from Frontera Chrome. Ducky, this has been an absolutely insane season for you and your team. You guys have come in to your first full season, finished second in the league, losing out in Game 5 and winning the Cup final in convincing fashion. How are you guys feeling about Season 10?
Man, after that Game 5 last week, definitely not the way we wanted it to end, and I did not want to go empty-handed. Neither did my team, so I'm glad, we put this one away quickly. GG's to LaCinco12. I understand Kazar, their new player, right? He had connection issues. It's unfortunate, super unfortunate, but it is what it is.
And continuing on to talk about that matchup, I mean, in the previous interview we had with you guys as a team, back when you guys played against Timbers Army for the league title, I kind of asked my question about whether playing against Timbers Army felt like a warm-up. Do you think that definitely played a big part in your performances here? Is there anything else you guys did to better your game?
The TA matchup was a great warm-up. It was. Obviously they're the champions of the regular season and they won. So, but also tonight, our first game on ranked that we were warming up, we ran into CJ and Johnny Boy. So that was also a good warm-up there. That was a tough one. We lost an OT against them, but that was also a good warm-up. There was also a team right before actually the match that was kind of ball chasey, and I feel like Palace does that a lot. So we were like, okay, this is a good warm-up too. Not in a bad way, but he's just he's zooming around the field a lot.
Well, there you go. Those matches would definitely help for sure. And when you guys come into situations like this where you guys are kind of on the back foot given previous results and you guys have something to prove, you guys just start to play near flawless fashion. How do you guys mentally prepare yourselves for these kind of performances?
It's trying to bounce back from last week. I don't think you know, we were too bummed out. I mean, obviously we wanted to win, but like we gave it our best shot, I think. And to lose in game 5 by 1 goal, literally 1 goal decided the season, you know, so we weren't too mad about that. So and also, you know, for me personally, we have 2 lives, you know, that's huge in this type of format. And then we haven't, because we came in from uppers, like we haven't lost a extra mode series all season. And actually, in another league I'm in, we actually had an extra modes tournament. I won that one as well, so I was feeling confident actually. I wanted the snow day pick, so I was happy that they picked snow day actually.
Oh my god, that's absolutely insane to hear. Wow. So you were like basically set up for this. Like, you guys were not going to come in and, you know, deal with any kind of surprises or anything that would put you off guard. Like, you guys were set up for everything by the sounds of things, eh?
Oh yeah, no, we had the, like, you know, if we lose game 1, we're gonna choose this mode, and like we had the strategy already set. Actually, I was looking at the rules right beforehand because I was almost gonna pull out the gridiron game mode, but I don't. That wouldn't be allowed. So.
No.
But that one actually, it's in my up my sleeve, which I shouldn't say, but oh well, it's out there.
Well, I mean, you know, we need 4 players, and if there are 4 players, then we could have a gridiron. But I mean, you know, LaCinco12 didn't have 4 players. So...
gridiron.
Sorry?
You could do 3v3 gridiron.
Yes, but it's unconventional. It's like saying you could do 3v3 hoops, but who's gonna do 3v3 hoops? You know?
No, I would argue just you know, I don't want to stay on this, or I would argue that the hoops map is small, so 2v2 is natural on there, but the gridiron map's the regular size, so 3v3 is I think fine. I think it's normal.
Yeah, perhaps it is doable. Yeah, that's something we can talk about for the future. For now, though, you guys went in with, you know, your extra game modes. You guys came out looking so strong, just near flawless, and even in 3v3s, you guys just looked incredible. And you know, looking back over your whole season, you guys weren't necessarily the most mechanical team. You guys didn't necessarily have the highest of high-rated players. I mean, you're a really good player, don't get me wrong, but you know, there are still other teams with players who are way higher rated, you know? So did you guys recognize that there was this gap and that you had to prepare for this in order to have a good season, or is it just things fell in place and you guys just had the momentum going your way?
You know, against those kinds of teams, like the ones that have like the SSLs, you know, that are very mechanical, right? We definitely had to play differently against them, and you know, just because they, you know, it's so easy for them to like aerial pass 2 people and get a flip reset, and it's just a lot trickier. But no, I think, and like I've been saying in a lot of the interviews, I think I feel like our comms are one of our strongest points. Like we just almost calm almost everything, and like we know who's going next. We know who's following up the ball. We know where people are. People call out passes, you know. So it's just like a well-oiled machine, you know, and like the rotations are good.
Oh, absolutely.
Like we know when to stay back. At this point, we've played a lot enough with each other. Like we know when to stay back and when to push up. And, yeah. So that definitely gives us an edge.
Oh, for sure. It's a good thing you bring that up because you guys did have a bit of a big squad this season, you know? It wasn't just you, Mecky, Ducky, and... Sorry, it wasn't just you, Shaybomb, and Larson. You know, you guys also had Fiery French Toast and Munzadeth play a part. How much did those other players play a part in your season? Like, how much credit do you think they should get for where you guys finished at the end?
I mean, they should get a lot of credit for sure, especially at the beginning of the season. You know, I think it was good to have them just to, you know, we were putting out so many different lineups and still having a lot of success. And so I feel like it's really hard to do that because, like, you know, adjusting game to game is so difficult. But You know, like especially in the extra modes too, it was so helpful like to have everyone on deck, you know, all hands on deck, just because like, oh, me and French Toast, we like playing hoops, for example, and like I don't like playing drop shot. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but so don't pick it next time. But I don't really like playing drop shot that much. But, or am I doing reverse psychology? Who knows? No, I'm just kidding. But, and so you know, Shea Bomb, Larson, and Munz would do drop shot, and so it was nice to have everyone there for the extra modes.
Now, looking forward to next season, I mean, we kind of got a hint from, I'm trying to remember whose interview, Dr. Aquatic's interview for Frontera Azul last week, that there might be more players coming in, you know, but that was for the lower division. Are there any new players potentially who could come in to Frontera Chrome, or maybe spawn a second team up here? Or are you guys going to stick to what you have?
That's a interesting point, that's an interesting question, because I think Shea Bomb is planning on sending out a message to the Frontera fan group, like their Discord, sometime, you know, because the season's over now, and see if we can get anyone who's interested. But we don't have currently, I don't think there's anyone like on the radar that we want to recruit for the team. It'd be funny if, I don't know if I know Zapatos is SD based, but I don't know if he'd play this league.
hey, you can try. No one's gonna stop you from trying, you know.
No, that'd be too much.
Up to you guys.
It'd be too broken. I'll just say that. But we'll see. We'll post that message, and then we'll see if anyone's interested. But yeah, no one on the radar so far. But I think, yeah, it would be. I'll see. I haven't asked, you know, teammates if they wanted to do like if they wanted to have two teams, you know. I don't know if we would want to do that, to be honest. But
well,
it might be an option. We'll see.
No, that's
if
all
we
good.
have more players, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All good. I mean, it's going to be a while anyways. Not like we're starting the season next week or anything like that. So you guys have time, you know.
Right. When is the next season starting? Is there a
no
date
set time yet? The earliest would be around April. But we still have a few things to talk about that you guys will learn over time. Personally, my opinion is, and I can elaborate on this, you know, afterwards, outside of the stream as well. But we have a World Cup coming up, and we have to factor that in, right? So that's gonna throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah, I'm going to Mexico City for a week, so yeah.
Exactly. But
definitely. It's gonna be a lot of people out for sure.
Right. Well, you know what? That does it for the interview. Thank you very much for coming in here, Ducky. I am now gonna give you the floor to give your shout out. So you can give your shout outs. You can say what you want to say for the last time in season 10. Go ahead. Now's the chance.
All right, yeah, closing out season 10. Well, I'm just glad, you know, I've been playing in this league for a while now, and this is the first thing I've won, so it was nice to win it in the cup. You know, we couldn't do it in the league, but we got the cup, so we'll take that home. It was so much fun to play this season with all my teammates, and yeah, no, shout out to them. It was just good vibes the whole season. Like, we had so much fun, so many good like crazy moments, good moments too. A lot of nail biters. We went to a lot of game 5s, a lot of game 7s. It was like such a fun season, honestly. So yeah, I can't wait to do it next season.
Absolutely, cannot wait. But for now, GG's, Ducky. Congrats to Frontera Chrome on your first ever title in SGL. Go ahead, enjoy that. Celebrate it tonight. GG's. Have a good night. We'll catch you next time.
GG's. Good night. Thanks for casting.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And that does it, chat. Let's once again give a huge congrats to Frontera Chrome for their Premier Cup title. Shaybomb, Ducky, Larson, Fiery French Toast, Munza Death, and let's not forget about Reed, who was in the roster, didn't play, but he was still in the roster, so he is going to be recognized for the Premier Cup success as well. GG's to all of them. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Raid has his second ever title, because he did win the second division in SGL in Season 6. So props to him for that. Sorry, I said second, I meant third title. Because they won the double that season in convincing fashion. And that's why for Season 7 they got promoted up to the Premier. So congrats to all of these guys right here. Great first season for all of them. And let's take a look back once again at how we got to this point. As you can see right here, Frontera Chrome making the journey all the way from the top and keeping themselves at the top to win the Premier Cup. The LaCinco12 had to go through the gauntlet at the bottom. A valiant effort from them too to go all the way through to the grand final. But for them, Frontera Chrome was just too good in the night. GG's to everyone. What a great season we have had in SGL. Thank you all for coming in and not just watching, but also getting involved through various ways. Whether that was as a player, a commentator, or a referee. And a streamer for that matter. I know we've had a couple of people volunteer to stream in the SGL channel, so props to you all for that as well. With that said, we will have one more stream to review Season 10 before we officially move on and look forward to future seasons. Next week, we will have a special SGL podcast episode where we will review the whole season, as well as present the SGL awards for Season 10. You guys, you should be there. Don't miss out on that. Get ready for a nice, long yap session. And I look forward to seeing you all then. But for now, this is the Only Mazar signing off on Season 10's competitions. Have a good night, everyone. And before I go, Silver Joker in chat says, my only shot would be like subbing for a game schedule for the weekend. Yeah, it is tough. You know, we've had a good few players who have not been able to find the time to get their games in. But, you know, fortunately, we've still got to see Kiwi, for example, play his one and only match last week in the Dallas Derby. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Reed play. It does suck, but you know what? Not everyone can get that free time. And I think there are a few players from like Axe and Rose who couldn't get to play. But not few, like one other player who probably couldn't get to play. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Oh, Syl, obviously, from Steel Army. You know, so you're not alone on that front. And last thing about the cup bracket. Oh, damn. Every possible match scoreline in the cup run 4-0 to 4-3. Yeah, exactly. From being on the winning end to being on the losing end. I mean, they pretty much hit almost every scoreline at the end of the day. Yeah, what a season it's been, chat. It's time for me to wrap up. Have a good night. We will see you all next week for the special SGL podcast episode. Take care and have a good night. Peace.